then we ask you to tell about we have student
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to have the table topic session now, and it looks like when it comes to the younger generation, we sound a little less ambitious, especially I'm saying this because when I asked the table topic master what is he best at and why, he said nothing as of now. So hopefully we have obviously he's being very modest when he says this, because the table topic master works in Mindtree, which is a compliment in itself. So to take over the table topic session, please give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Tarun.
Thank you, DC, for that wonderful introduction. But I would like to add one more thing. I was not modest, I was honest. Yes, moving on the table topic session, I can call upon anybody in the audience, and I'll randomly give you a topic that you have to speak for at least 1 minute and at most 2 to 2.5 minutes. You can take the whole stage and make it yours. Here we go. The first theme is home is where the heart lies. You are a real estate broker and you have this property near an inconvenient place and you are requested to sell it. Can we have 3 other people? Your property is near to the nuclear power.
Before starting the table topic, there's the one thing I want to tell you. Last board meeting, I was the first one to be called. I think it's a punishment for giving the role to the table. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello. Thanks for calling me. I really appreciate your interest in the property which I wanted to show you. How do you like this place?
Very noisy.
You're from Manchester.
I'm from foreign.
I'm a tribal.
You're trying to. There is no noise at all. I mean, how about the cheetahs and all those stuff?
They're quiet.
I mean, actually, when you stay here in this house, believe it or not, you will have this experience of living in a tribal village. You will get all sort of sounds. Okay. See, actually, you are used to the cheetah song and lion song. And when the auto raja makes in the milkman, you will get a cheetah song. So you will never miss your tribal surroundings when you come home. You have any other needs, sir?
That was no water.
Is it when the problem is, that's what it is. I understand because you came from the tribal. You are used to go to the nearby river to take it. Actually, here, the water comes from the overhead tank. You have to really switch on this pump. Then the water will be poured into the overhead tank. Then you will get it. So you have to switch on before switching on. You have to pump the water from the sun. Any other things?
There's no place for me to plant trees. No place for planting trees.
So you are chosen a place in RT Nagar. You know 1 square feet how much it costs. And it's not a tribal village. I mean, if you put a village like 1 square feet or some, let us say 6 by 6, the other fellow will come and park his car. So intentionally we don't give any space in front of them so that they can have a peaceful atmosphere when you go. Anyone will say?
I take it. Well, my second topic is back to the school. So I have a list of subjects. I would request you to pick one of them and stress the importance of that subject in your school life. Can I request Mrs. Sheila Patil to take up this?
Next time.
Okay, can we have Postmaster Akshay? As Sir said already, this is the second time I'm coming here in my second meeting. So it's a punishment for me also for something I don't know what I've done. And my topic is social science. Back in school, I just finished school actually. So I had social science was a topic which actually interested me a lot. It was regarding basic general awareness about your environmental, personal hygiene, and we ran through it very well because of our teachers. Our teachers at social science were very comforting, very broad-minded about how we're supposed to approach, how we're supposed to look at our surroundings and how we should maintain personal hygiene and be clean about things, and don't litter was one thing which was very, I would not want to achieve. I don't know, I have nothing to say on this topic. Well, the next topic is the day I met. Relive your moment when you met a celebrity by chance. If you have not met any celebrity, spoof it up. I request Mr. Vijay. Indian Toastmasters. Celebrity. Now, actually, I think too many of them, so I'm thinking about to speak about.
The most beautiful one. Sensational.
Okay. Then I can elaborate on it.
Don't tell your inner feelings.
I start with our mind motion. Sorry, I'm totally blank.
When he meets celebrity, he goes blank.
Next topic, a murder mystery. You have to continue the story. No, I cried. It was I who did it. For you see, the dead man was mine. Can I have Mr. Anthony? No, I cried. It was I who did it. For you see, the dead man was mine. Continue the story.
Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Okay, so this story, no, I did it. Sorry.
No, I cried.
No, I.
It was I who did it. For you see, the dead man was mine.
Speak our speech. Caesar or Brutus.
So no, I did it. It's because this dead man is
Uncle.
Evaluated.
I have so many choices, but I don't want them to die today. So he was my milkman. And my family needs milk every day. So let me help it out.
Okay, thank you. I hope you guys enjoy.
Thank you, Tarun, for those wonderful table topics. They were a lot of fun. And I'd also like to compliment your selection of speakers. You chose people who don't get to speak very often. So that was nice. Although I'm doing an evaluator's role, I think I'd like to call upon the general evaluator who will do a much better job than I'm doing. So please give a round of applause again for the general evaluator, Venkat.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you feeling now?
Great.
Good.
Fine.
Great.
Yes.
Can I ask one of the guests how she is feeling? Madam?
I'm already feeling nervous. Give the others speaker. I dread the day I have to come there.
Oh, you feel. So let me give the feedback about what happened today and how it could have been better. And I'm going to do it in a way that everyone walks out tall from here, not feeling sad. What they did. And this is called a sandwich method. The thick slice of rice, one or two suggestions as a cheese, and then one more thick slice of rice. How you can do it. So we call this a sandwich method. The meeting started at 7:11. Am I right? Timer? So the meeting was supposed to start at 7 sharp. Today it was agreed that we'll start 15 minutes late. Saying that the members have walked in, it was decided that we start immediately at 7. We hear it for the members that who made it in spite of rain every day. And we hear it for the members. That should be the spirit of a member who should say to himself or herself, if sunshine has to be, it is up to me. Unless you don't say, if I am not there, how can the club run? If each member does not think that way, this club cannot. A speaker who comes with a lot of preparation and he sees an empty chair, he can't speak. His speech cannot become better. He will not be inspired to come back and give a speech again. So whenever you have, on a Thursday, you have to think that if I am not there, my friend is going to suffer. I have to be there. That's what makes this club grow. To start with, Sergeant at Arms Divakar. Wonderful. I like the way he walks up to the lectern, high spirits, and just starts. Today he was speaking about grabbing the opportunity, and he spoke about how we grabbed this opportunity and how we could do better in life. Can we hear it for Divakar? However, I have a few suggestions to Divakar. The meeting gets the energy from the sergeant. How you start, the meeting takes over from there. The president also takes over from the sergeant at arms and becomes inspired. So if I were you, what I would have done? In 4 words, I would have said, boss, you all know I'll go. I would ask this question to the audience. They would have said yes, some would have said no. He ran for the president election, right? Vice president election, US? President. He has invited me. Ask me for what? People will get excited. You could have said the reason. how did this come to me? Because I grabbed here. Right?
Yes.
And this is the way you say, boss, here I am standing and giving this talk. About what? Grabbing the opportunity. How did I grab it? How am I standing and doing what outside in the world also you could have mentioned. This is what I feel. It's up to you to take it. Next came in the president. I like the way she came in, stood there, started about a depression that her cousin has. She had invited her to come for a shopping just for the feel-good factor. And first she refused. And then she took over again and said, yes, I will talk to her. And she told the feel-good factor that you get at this very own club every Thursday between 7 and 9. How well she connected a depression, feel-good factor to a Toastmasters meeting and what you get here. Right? And this is how your presidential speech should be. You should start with something wrong or something good, link it up to Toastmasters. President job is that. Whatever you are talking, you should talk to the audience here. This audience is Toastmasters gathering, a club, and she is the president and she did a wonderful job there. Can we hear it for? But in your speech, I heard this is my last speech. Is that why that your president was down? You're not going to come back as president here? Madam, you have 2 more speeches, I believe. Next week you are going to give your speech. And again, we are going to hand over speeches of going to give. Here you are going to talk about your achievement, 6 months, who helped you to achieve that, what made you to get the gavel, right? It's going to be your speech out of that. Cheer up, even though you are not the president, you are going to be the past president, and you have every opportunity to come and speak here as a speaker. Use this method, use more speeches. Don't get depressed with it. All the best. The master of ceremony, a smiling, charming charmer, right? What I liked about him was his spirit. The way he came and introduced Toastmaster. It did not look like he's introducing Toastmasters in the meeting. When he started off somewhere, quickly brought in the Toastmasters program, quickly moved on. And that is the way a master of ceremony should be. Today being a special meeting, he did not have much to do. If not, he comes in between speakers quickly and moves out. And he's seen but not seen. You did a wonderful job. Can we hear it for him? What really stuck from him is 21 times you do consecutively, it sticks to you. If I have to learn driving, I have to drive 21 days consecutively, right? That's wonderful. Moving on to the speaker, he gave 2 projects in one particular speech. And that means a great heart. If you ask me, will you do a 2 project in one project, I would say no. Why? Preparation. Time. What if it goes wrong? If your first speech goes wrong, the second automatically goes wrong. You're taking a calculated risk. The preparation has to be perfect. For that first bold step, we should say kudos to the Dane Toastmaster. Moving on to his first speech, where I have done with evaluation, I would like to submit it to him. What was good about him? I already said the bold first step to achieve is good. Preparation, adequately prepared, I would say. little more practice would have added more zing to the job. I thought the zing was missing. You had the stuff, everything is there. But where was the zing? You must sting people with your ideas. I think that stinging was slightly missing. You were throughout your speech you had the lights off, visual running there. I would have preferred here and there you would have sprinkled with some one or two things and just go on with your speech. Like 10 projects, what is the problem? Every speech is a problem. How many projects you are doing per season? 10. Then go on. Throughout you keep people in the dark for 15 long minutes. You can't know who's getting who's sometimes. And that is the biggest challenge that a speaker has to take when he is giving a long speech of 30 minutes. Here and there you have to sprinkle humor. Here and there you will have to entice the audience with a question. What did I say now? How many speeches? You know all are responding, all are awake, right? The lights off, you have to be very careful. Very careful. This is the big challenge that a speaker has. Some of you would have slept, or you would have thought, why should I hear when the lights are off? And it is going above some of your heads, right? So people will think, why? You should ask questions and get them into your speech. That's what I felt. What I really liked about your speech was enthusiasm. Wow. And you was describing the 10 projects, what it is all about. Body language, voice. I would say all the best. In the second part, we have our Toastmaster Ram Gopal who did the evaluation.
Mr. General Evaluator, Toastmasters, and Mr. Appu in particular. I would like to reiterate and repeat what Mr. Venkat has already said. Attempt 2 projects on the same day, taking more than half an hour. It's fantastic. Hats off to what you are tremendous effort. And throughout you had the same kind of enthusiasm. And you kept your audience in your fold. And everybody, I felt, they were not sleeping, they were glued to your speech. And I felt the way you have organized, it was beautifully organized and beautifully delivered, and your visuals aided the whole thing in a systematic way. Regarding the vocal variety and body language, you could have used it much better with your better preparation. But as Mr. Venkat said, you use your vocal variety when you are stressing about a vocal variety project, and you showed body language only when you are insisting on the body language project. But in the rest of your speech, I felt it was missing. You can work on that. And the best thing is you have chosen the right occasion. The induction of new members today, 6 members were inducted today, and shortly we are going to have the installation of new committee coming inside. And you chose the right occasion for the new members to understand what the roles and responsibilities of the committee that is running the club. And in that way, hats off to your initiative. And you went as per the presentation in a systematic manner, assigned roles. You talked about the Toastmaster, table topic master, speakers, the general evaluators, speech evaluators, timers, and all the assignees that are coming. And you beautifully explained that the extra roles that you presented, you said we are not having any of those, but we have one more additional, that is the business role. I think in that way you did a wonderful job. Regarding the additional, the club officers meeting roles also, you did it very well. You started off with Sergeant at Arms, President, Vice President Education, Public Relations, Membership, Secretary, Treasurer. Initially I felt you should have, when you started with Sergeant at Arms, you should have gone to the Treasurer, then the Secretary, BPPR, VP membership, VP education, and the president. I think if you had followed that order, that would have been much better. Because in the installation, that is the order we follow. And finally, when we come to the president, we say that he's not just the president, but he's actually the CEO of the company. I think maybe that you can think about it. But otherwise, I felt your marathon effort is something to be remembered, and I think you have created a benchmark in Sunshine Toastmasters. Hats off to you for this project and for your future projects.
Now, I would like to ask the audience for the Toastmasters, why is a speech mostly timed for 7 minutes?
Attention span.
It is believed, and research, after research, it is believed that the audience is hooked to your speech only for 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, it is not your audience. And it takes a speaker's skill to keep the audience focused. That way, I would say, you kept us up for 30 minutes. Other general suggestions for a better meeting? Toastmasters meeting is believed to be a formal meeting. Am I right? Yes?
Yes.
And our club, I don't know whether the club has changed. The committee has the powers to change and constitute their own rules and put it to the floor and get it passed. Floor is nothing but the members. When I was the president, when we were in the action, we had passed that when any speaker comes here, at least. Formal means when a speaker is speaking, at least. When someone is taking a role, at least. I saw three people who were taking active role today. And that gives a mode for others to think, okay, we can come here. Insist that you have to come formally when you are speaking. In your opinion. You know, there is, in an international speech contest, you have certain points for your appearance. Those of you who have taken part in the contest, you understand that there is 5 or 10 points for your appearance. When you practice yourself here very casually, it doesn't come naturally here. You have to be fun. So whatever you want to become, try to practice. The 10 points do you want to lose on the 10 points? How you appear really matters. That is one suggestion. The second suggestion is sticking the, wait till the applause. It is there, but it was falling, a lot of things were being done. Why can't we apply something to stick it on the glass? Last but not the least, we have 2 ACs. Let it function. Back to you.
Thank you, Venkat. That was a very wholesome elaboration. We're pretty much out of time, so I'd like to hand the lectern back to the president.